everybody, and welcome to this video that no one asked for and probably no one cares about, but I still wanted to film. This is probably the most basic video in all of YouTube, but I still wanted to put it up in my channel so that you can get to know me a little bit better. So without further ado, let's begin with the basics. I have two names, Melissa and Itzel, or if you want it in a more English-speaking pronunciation, Melissa and Itzel. I'm from Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico, which is a state up in the north of the country. My favorite colors are blue and black, but I had a pink phase where I would literally fight with one of my cousins about who loved the color pink more. I was born on March 19 and thus I am a Pisces, even though I don't believe that much in astrology. My favorite animals are dogs, wolves, tigers, and manatees. Speaking of dogs, I've had 3 during my lifetime and all of them were female. Despite of all the love I have for dogs, I haven't had the best luck with most of them. To begin with, my first dog, Princesa, which is Spanish for princess, was a dog that played very roughly, and due to a condition she had on her nails, we couldn't trim them off that much. So when my little brother was born, my parents didn't think that a dog like that was the best for a newborn baby, so they lent her to one of my dad's co-workers. But a year later, I found out that they hadn't actually lent her to him, but gave her away. So yeah, that caused a lot of family drama for a while, and I got really mad at my parents, but it's all over in the past now, so it's okay. But sadly, I never got to see her again. 7 years later, my other dog, Cocoa, came, and everything was great. She was a chocolate lab, I loved her and everything. But then she was diagnosed with distemper, which is a really strong sickness for dogs. We were able to cure her from distemper, but the sickness got to the point of the nervous system, which is like the last phase of it, so she ended up with some aftermath and she couldn't walk for a while. We made her walk again, but then she got sick with peritonitis. We cured her from that, but she was already really worn out and didn't want to live anymore, so she died. But the good thing here is that when she was firstly diagnosed with distemper, they told us that she would maximum live like 3 months more, and we got her to live until her first birthday, so she lived more than a year. At the moment I have another dog and she's called Snowy, and so far everything's great with her, so I hope the bad luck with dogs curse doesn't apply anytime soon. I only have one brother who is 7 years younger than me. Even though I'm from Monterrey, I don't live there. I live in Querétaro, which is a state in central Mexico. My parents make fun of my accent because I sound like I'm from here, from Querétaro, and they don't like it. I don't really believe in ghosts, but I've had some experiences that should make me believe in them. And every time something happens, I'm just like, well, probably it was just my imagination. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a veterinarian until I found out that veterinarians sometimes have to kill dogs as well, and the dream died. Before I was 16, I never really liked makeup. I didn't even like to put on mascara that often or anything like that. But suddenly I got an interest in it and I actually tried to do my first look, which you can see here. And nowadays, I really enjoy doing my makeup, but I still don't do it on a daily basis. My favorite foods are Mexican and Italian, and that's why I love pizza and enmoladas. Like everybody, sometimes I speak to myself, but once I was doing it in public right in the middle of the street, which I thought was empty, so that's why I was doing it, until I noticed someone staring right at me and I had to pretend I was singing. Also before, nowadays not so often, I used to act conversations while I was taking a shower, and once my mom heard me and I also had to pretend like I was singing. Why am I telling this to the people? I'm always singing. My dream country to visit is Japan, and it has been since I was like 12. I love animation and everything that has to do with it. You know, movies, cartoons, video games, everything. And that's why I'm going to study animation. Ever since I was little, I've always loved to draw, and I still do. I love Pokemon. I really enjoyed reading and watching videos about serial killers or mysterious cases, and also about ghosts, but not that much because they scare me. I actually prefer listening to music in CDs rather than in streaming services like Spotify or something, and I have my collection over there, but I also have Spotify. I always have to sleep hugging something because if I don't really know what to do with my arms and hands. A stupid fear I have is when I'm talking with someone and they are telling me like a story or something and I reply with something similar that happened to me, that they think that I only want to talk about myself, but I'm like, no, I swear I'm not an egotistical bitch, I only want to keep the conversation flowing. You know that game called Who's More Likely To? It's quite popular here in YouTube. Well, if the question was who's more likely to get burned, that would be me, because for some reason, every time I close to fire, I get burned, even if it's like for the most stupid thing. For example, if I go to the kitchen to get something and I casually move my elbow and oh, it turns out that there was a hot pot behind me and I get burned. So yeah, I'm probably gonna die in a fire. I love tea and I prefer it over coffee because actually I don't like coffee. I consider myself a detail-oriented person and I really enjoy making letters or crafts for my friends and family. I'm not spiteful at all. I love complimenting people because I love having the power to just by telling someone like, hey, you look good today and you make their whole day better. I love online shopping. I'm a fan of listening to people talk about their passions and dreams or just about what they like because I love the sparkle that they get in their eyes and they just look so happy, especially with my friends and family. Oh, and with the person I like, oh my god. People who feel superior and make fun of others' interests really annoy me. I live daydreaming every single time and it's really easy for me to get lost in my thoughts. I always try to see the positive side to everything, life, people, etc. But this has its ups and downs because sometimes I think that people are actually good all the time and they don't want to do any harm to anybody, which is wrong. I prefer warm weather over cold weather because I prefer wearing shorts and a tank top rather than 5 sweaters and a big jacket. And well, I think those were the 40 things about me. I actually struggled a little bit trying to think of so many things about myself, but I hope you enjoyed it. And please don't hesitate to tell me about yourselves right down in the comments so that we can get to know each other a little better. I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Hey everyone, Melly from the future, or for the present here. I just finished editing this video and I noticed that me from the past forgot to record 10 things because it was supposed to be a 50 things about myself video, so yeah, sorry about that, but I hope you enjoyed it anyways, and I suppose it's now more creative and original, so that's good.